Newsmen, advance to the cable car. I will cover you. Then we hit the power station.
Understood.
It's been a while since we've returned to World War II for an FPS, but here we have Enemy Front from City Interactive that is looking to do just that. As said, you know, ever since Call of Duty 4, back in 2007, took everything to sort of modern warfare, urban environments, you know, they haven't really looked back. But you know what, we've recently went hands-on with about an hour of Enemy Front, and it's quite refreshing to go back to the setting.
It's almost in vogue again with Sniper Elite coming out as well on Xbox One. It seems like we're all heading back to that classic theatre of war.
I tell you what, it's kind of nice, like the nicest and most refreshing thing about it is just colour. Like, it's, you know, urban environments that, you know, the Modern Warfare games are all sandy, and sand is brown, and the environments are grey, and it's very boring. But Enemy Front is just full of colour, you know, it's taken us to France, Germany, Poland and Norway as the sort of main battlegrounds. And, you know, especially the French Revolution sort of era time, it's just all grass, and it's all green. It's just really nice to see in a FPS, a bit of colour.
Is this coming from the guys who made Sniper Ghost Warrior, right? I mean, those weren't so great.
No.
So what, I mean, how are they fixing that? How have they addressed some of the criticism of those games?
Yeah, so CI Games obviously made the two Ghost Warrior games, which were really well sort of received by fans, but critically, we panned them a little bit, I think. And they've understood that, you know, they're listening, they've taken that feedback on board, and while this isn't like a straight up sniping game, you can see that they've learnt the lessons from their mistakes in the past, like the mechanics that were a hell of a lot tighter than we ever had in the Ghost Warrior games. And surprisingly, it actually supports sort of 4 different gameplay styles. So you can run and gun, like what would an FPS be without the ability to run and gun? And
so that's classic Call of Duty gameplay.
Classic Call of Duty. It sort of feels like the controls of COD mixed with the sort of openness of levels and systems of like a Medal of Honor Airborne.
Okay.
So it's a bit more arcadey than COD. So you've got that. You've also got stealth, so you can stealth your way pretty much through entire levels. You can press X behind an enemy to take him hostage, which you can either just kill him straight away or obviously use him to hold up other enemies, which is really fun. You can snipe, and sniping isn't as in-depth as it was in Ghost Warrior, but it will still, you know, take into account things like wind direction, gravity, and what have you while you're sniping. And you also get the really cool zoom camera if you pull off a good shot. Like, it'll even show you the dude's head exploding or whatever. And the last one, which is quite interesting, just sporadically placed across the map, there's these little environmental destruction points. So you'll just see something pulsing, and you can like shoot a log, and they'll all roll down and kill like a bunch of enemies, or you can collapse in a cave, or you know, drop pipes on people and stuff, which just helps change up the gameplay, especially as a lot of it just happens by accident if you throw a grenade or something.
So we'll call this mode slapstick.
We can do that. We can call it slapstick if you want. But on the whole, I think Enemy Front's it's going to come under a bit of flack because it's from the Ghost Warrior guys, because it's going back to World War II, but you know, it's never going to sell like COD, it's never going to sell like Battlefield, but it is going to be something that's a little bit more fun, just a little bit looser, less set-piece driven, you know, it's just looking to take us back to the times where FPS games were just about killing Nazis, nothing else.
It's on a set piece of hardware, one that they've used over and over again.
Yep.
So yeah, you've seen it, you've had a little look at it. You fairly confident?
Fairly confident. You know, the Crytek engine's holding up really well for it. This is going to be City Interactive's last Xbox 360 game. It's coming out this June, and I'm really, really excited.